These nuts, these nuts, these nuts. Who's nuts? It's always a question. Who's nuts? It becomes less physical and more metaphorical, more in the ether. It's not really a pair of nuts, it's nuts in general. Whose nuts in specific am I talking about? Jesus' nuts? You never know, but it's always nuts. Hey there, welcome to a dying channel. Welcome to a live stream on a dying channel. The channel's been dying for, I think, its entire course. So anytime I see comments in regards to dwindling view counts, I'm like, where have you been all this time? You haven't seen this from the beginning? It's never been thriving. It's always been dead or dying. And you know what? I'm here for it. So welcome. It's Sunday. It's the day after Christmas, right? It's the 26th of December. Typically, when it comes to the 26th of December, this is when you should avoid the stores. People think, oh no, the day before Christmas, Christmas Eve, maybe the 23rd. No, the 26th is pretty fucking bad because that's when you deal with all the people going to the store to return shit, right? They think they're sneaky. They think, oh no, I'm gonna cut the, I'm gonna cut the actual, what do you call this? Cut the wait times, and I'm gonna go early. No, that's what everybody's thinking. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. So the 26th is really the worst time. Although I've realized something in regards to the actual, the Christmas time traffic, which is why I titled this stream the way I titled it. And I wholeheartedly believe that at least here in the States, I'm sure in other countries, I've been told your driving restrictions are a little bit more rigid than there are here. But here in the States, at least, it's a nightmare. It's terrible. I honestly think that our drivers are worse than maybe the Holocaust. I know. Wow, Piggy. Wow. Yeah, honestly. Because people don't care, right? They have no regard for human life when they drive here. And I think that every 4 to 5 years, or you know what, maybe 3 years, you should have to retake your driving test. I'd be all for it. I would be all for it. And I'm sure Elizabeth Warren would be all for it too, because she apparently has a plan. I just started. Hold up. Oh, this intro screams trash host. I'm not trashed at all. I'm not even hungover, which is a good thing. A bad thing, actually, because you expect at least the night after Christmas to be hungover. But I'm not. I'm very sober, and I should be hungover. I think this would have been a way more interesting podcast, if you want to call it that. This show is great. Reminds me of what it was like to be a virgin. Well, I keep mentioning that in regards to virginity every time somebody brings it up. You could have kids and be a virgin. You could be Wilt Chamberlain and have virginity. You could be Ric Flair and apparently have had sex with over 10,000 women and still be a virgin if your actions are that of a virgin. It's not just about sex. That's the thing that I'm trying to get here in people's heads. Virginity is not about sex. You could have sex. You could actively be having sex and still be a virgin. That's not the way it works. People think that, oh, virginity, you lose it when you have sex. No, my friends, that's wrong. And hopefully, when I write my dissertation on the strengths of virginity, or actually the virginities of many different things, then guess what? You're going to be more inclined to agree with me. I will always be here. I already did that. I just started watching this channel. I apologize that you started watching this channel. I know that every time somebody comes in and they're new, it's always a weird experience because I find that people, when they first watch the videos, which is not what you want, by the way, when you want people to watch your videos, you want for them to stick around from that first video, right? That's how you want it to be. I think it takes maybe 10 videos in order for you to kind of be like, oh, okay, I kind of get it. I want to stick around. And some people don't. As a matter of fact, most people don't, according to my metrics, which is great. It's fantastic. I enjoy looking at the back end numbers and feeling not depressed, but feeling kind of humored by the fact that you see the I forgot what the actual term is, but when you watch a video and you're unsubscribed and you don't decide to stick around, that particular metric is always great because I think I have a 90% unretention rate, if you want to call it that. So we have an action-packed show as usual. Every show I do here, every podcast is action-packed. It's exciting, right? It's dynamic. It's didactic. It's all those words, all those SAT words that I'm sure you couldn't spell back in the day. Did you get hit again? Did I get hit again? That's another thing, by the way. I enjoy this thing. I like the reading comments parts of live streams. But one thing that I've hated looking through TikTok in particular are live streams of like Twitchers. And mind you, I've been trying to get back on Twitch for 3 months, 4 months. I've been trying to get back on Twitch, but they don't respond to me because I got locked out of my account and I can't get back in because the phone number that I used to get into my account doesn't exist anymore. It was a temporary number. And they don't seem to understand that in their stupid, feeble heads. So I'm locked out of Twitch forever, pretty much. But I've been trying to get back in, and nope, apparently it doesn't work. So I've noticed that all these Twitch accounts, all they do is read comments. That's it. All they do is read comments, and I don't like those streams. Look at this one. Look at this stream. You have things happening. I could shift to different things. There's a background that's dynamic and changing, right? There's production value. These other streams, they set up a webcam. They have a decent microphone. Okay, that's okay. But then all they do is just go, what time is it? Oh, well, here it's, and it just read the comments and that's it. And it's a lot of hums and ums, and I'm not a fan of that. That's not what this is about. This is about being dynamic, right? Look at this. There's a production value to this stream, which there isn't on those. Even though those get hundreds, if not millions of views. What's wrong? What's wrong with society? That's something like this. Something with the information, the quality information that you get on this podcast in general is not reaching millions of people. What? That should be you should be ashamed of yourself, God. Sir DJ Daniel Dizzle on the chat, define production value. Well, I mean, you could see it. I don't have to define it when you could visualize it by just looking at your monitor. Look at that. You have a good quality camera with the lens. You have the background. It's changing, right? There's things happening. I could go right now and go for this, right? I could do this. Look at that.
Bing bong.
Bing bong. I could show little drops and have little clips, here and there. That's what it is. That's what production value is in regards to this channel, which those other they don't have that. They don't have that. And yet, look at the what do you call this? Look at the graph of their views versus mine. Mine is almost in a decline. There's a comment here that I missed. I wanted to go through. I know, me talking about comments. I already watched a bunch of videos. They're great. Okay, well, there has to be something wrong with you. But I agree, but only because of my ego. Am I using a Stream Deck? No, I'm not using a Stream Deck. I'm not using that. I'm just using shortcuts like an adult, like a human. I'm using shortcuts on my computer, even though there's a Stream Deck in that case right there. There's a Stream Deck that we use for ham radio, right? So that's in there. I haven't used it because I don't care. I could just look at that. Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Or
Okay, let's go.
I don't think I set up the one about consent, right? Could you imagine? Could you imagine being a writer on one of these shows? And you know what they look like. Let's be honest. You know what these writers look like for these television shows? They all look the same, right? They all look like the same type of person. And I think you know what I'm talking about. And you have, I don't know why I'm pointing at that, but, and imagine you're fighting an alien from another dimension. And your response is, don't touch me without consent. Okay. All right, come on. Come on. There's a time and place. And this is not it. When you're fighting an alien from an alternate dimension. And they wrote that line and they're like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. This is what I'm talking about. This is really going to get the message across. Yeah, boy. So we have some things here, right? You could tell I was looking at TikTok before. I forgot what I looked up that was pornographic. Oh, a friend of mine didn't believe that years ago there was a video being shared of a man that shoved his whole head on the inside of a woman's vagina. And I looked it up on my phone, and it was fake. It turns out to be fake. For years, I thought that this video was real, of a bald man that he lubed up his head and he shoved it on the inside of a woman's crevice and, pulls it out, and it's fake. So I had looked it up, and I kept it on my phone. And then the next time I opened my phone, the first thing that I was greeted with is a grown man shoving his head in what is a prosthetic vagina. So I was very disappointed. at that. So that's a thing. If you guys have ever seen that particular video going through the internet, right? It's in that same genre as Two Girls, One Cup, as Pain Olympics, right? All those terrible videos that we were subjected to in the mid 2000s. That one is among that, and it's fake. So if you ever thought that this man was lubricating his head and shoving it on the inside of a woman, well, guess what? It's fake, and I hate to be the person that brings that bad news to you, but I guess it's what I do here, right? I realized too that this shirt is a little bit too close to the green screen, although I got lucky that it's not actually keying out, but maybe I should do that on purpose. If I put this shirt as the key and then try to go through, right? So it looks like I'm see-through. Maybe I should do that for the next one. And I'm just a talking head the entire video. I think that's a good idea. Right, I'll write that one down. But the reason I titled this video the way I did is because it's ridiculous, right? When it comes to driving into 25th, you would expect that Christmas, everybody's chill, everybody's calm, everybody's at their house. No, they're at the gas stations. They're at the Walgreens. They're at anywhere that's open. They don't want to be in their house, right? They don't want to be anywhere but fucking out. So the gas stations are inundated. Same thing with Walgreens and CVS. And I was on a walk. All right, don't get me wrong. I was on a walk. And also I couldn't go to my my usual family get-together because a family member got the vid, right? So that's always a fun thing. Thank you. Bats? Thank you, I guess, maybe. But so I couldn't do that. But I was on a walk, all right? If I had the option, I would have been with the fam. But I was on a walk, and this is where I got to see all this. And you know it's bad when you're on a walk and you could still get ran over by cars. When you could get in a car accident when you're not even in a car. You could get hit on another car that's hitting another car because of ignorance, because of this thing. This thing drives me nuts. I almost got hit by a person of questionable immigration status the other day, turning on his, I want to say, Acura from 1994. And he was turning when it was my right of way. And usually when it's my right of way, I still run across the street. Again, I've mentioned this many times. I'm the pedestrian of the century. Even if the white man says, hey, cross the street, I'm running across. Just because I want to increase the flow of traffic. I don't want to delay it. But I was, jogging across, and this guy still comes and almost runs me down. And I get in front of his car, and I go, hey, look at the road, buddy. And he goes, man, I was just making tamales, man. He said some dumb shit. But it's like, what? You were wrong in that case. You were going to fucking run me over if you weren't paying attention. So then how could you scream at me? For me being in the right. God, I hate people. And that happens constantly. I can't stand that. You missed some nice decaf coffee, man. Oh, nice decaf coffee. Okay, you're referring to the story, the Instagram story that I made at my mom's house when I was taking care of my little brother for a week. And I was trying to make coffee because I'd probably, if I wouldn't have made something with caffeine in it, I would have honestly killed myself. Like, not even as a joke. Like, they would have found my body in the house just like this in the middle of the living room. But I look, and every single bit of coffee was decaf. Everything was decaf. Like, that a diabetic woman lives there when everything is decaf. A diabetic woman with terrible heart. There's no caffeine in the house. So I had to find a Coke in a closet. It was great. What's the deal with airline food? Am I right? Yeah. Is that does he have a bit for that? I think he actually has a bit for that, if I could recall. Everything's tiny, right? That's the bit that he has for airplanes. But yeah, I hate that. I hate drivers, and I scream at people now. I don't care anymore. Before I was more timid, and I was more, at least shy about telling people, what if they have something? Because everybody has a gun here, they could just pull it out, and they don't really care. They'll fucking shoot just to point. I don't care. I scream at people now. What are you doing? What are you fucking doing? So even on the motorcycle, I scream at people, which is you don't want to be in a two-wheeled vehicle screaming at people because they could just do this and you're done. You're pretty much life support, right? And as I pull the plug, it's done. We can't do anything to bring him back. But I scream at people because if they cut me off, that's likely that I'm going to get cut off and then ran off the road. And I can't just make that. What am I going to do? The Evil Knievel on a motorcycle? So you have to pay extra attention to make sure you're not going to merge into a motorcycle. And every time I get on the bike, I have somebody merge on me, literally on me, not a little bit in front of me, not behind me, but merge on me. I'm like, what's going on here? So I pull up and I go and what are you fucking, you can't look, you don't have eyeballs. So I really get aggressive, and I think that hopefully through that, it's going to maybe inspire. I just need to be one of those not sovereign citizens, but those not cops that act like cops. You know, those certain people that wear the badge and wear the uniform but aren't actually cops and they act like cops. I got to do that and pull people over when they're doing ridiculous things on the road. I hate it. I really do think that should be a thing. And look at the benefits if you retake that driving test, or if you make people retake that driving test every 3 to 4 years, right? You're making jobs, right? Look at that. Elizabeth Ward, I should change this to had a plan, because, I mean, imagine if she runs again, right? But you'd increase jobs because you'd have to make jobs of people that would go. I wouldn't make you go to the actual driving place. I'd make it convenient so people have to do it. I'd make it so they go to your house. Right, so if you have a driver's license, you immediately are subjected to, within the next 3 to 4 years, somebody to come to your house. You could schedule it, right? But you have to do it. If not, you get a ticket. And they come to your house, and their job is to be inside of you in your car and drive around and make sure that you do everything that you're supposed to. The signals, the stop, the full stop, not just a little fucking, a full stop. I'm not talking about Miami stops where they pretty much cross the entirety of the lane and then they go. That's not a stop, all right? You got a full stop. Go around, give you a test, and confirm it. And you could get deductions on your insurance. So you'd be creating jobs. You'd be making safer drivers, right? Because now, guess what? You have to keep up with your thing if you're going to have to renew it every 3 to 4 years. And guess what? If you fail, they take your license away. And now you got to redo the shit. You got to retake the driving test. So you better hope that you're doing it good, or doing it well enough that you could pass that goddamn test. So look at that. I'd be increasing the influx of the economy, right? I'd be promoting and stimulating the economy. I'd be making better drivers, and people would be less inclined to act stupid because now they have to keep up with their driving skills. If not, they get their license removed. So look at that. Isn't that a good plan? Right? Isn't that a good plan? PigCake has a plan. Not just Elizabeth Warren. She's not the only ones with plans and tremendous tweets. Could you imagine being that age and not understanding any social media, but then having your social media group be like, no, you have to tweet. This is what we're going to have you tweet. And you not understanding what's going on when you get like blasted in the ass and ratioed and, anything that happens now when it comes to social media, and you don't understand it because you're 97 years old and you go, what, huh? I got ratioed? What does that mean? What does that mean? Is that going to affect me? Am I getting sued? She was tweeting some stuff recently, and she got blasted. But nobody drives in a driving test the way they drive on the road. People drive like angels for that test, and then they get their license and act like maniacs. Yeah, I guess, but it's still deterrent, right? Because, once you pass that test, that's it. It's like I compare it to like drug tests at employment places. That's how you know I haven't had a real job in 5 years. But it's like drug tests, right? That you do it once when you're applying for the job, you get accepted, and you go, hey, here's a mandatory drug test. That's it. What? No, do that every year. Keep people on their edge. Keep people on their toes, right? And then the people that can't even do what they need to do to fake the test, fuck them, right? We don't need them. They're not even good enough to fake the test. They're not even creative, and they don't have the techniques to even fake the test. No, I don't want you around, all right? Because if you're going to cheat, then at least that lets me know that when you cheat and you get away with it, you're creative, right? You found ways around a system. I want to have you on my team if you cheat the system. If we make a rule and you go around it somehow, but you still pass without having to, have to do something, guess what? I want you on my team. You're creative. That's what I want, right? So at least what it's going to act as is it's going to eliminate the complete retards on the road. Because they'll get to the point where maybe they tried their best to pass the exam, and then this one, oh God, they can't do it a second time. Well, they're off. They're off the road. That's it. right? So now you've made at least you're weeding out the weak. You're weeding out the complete troglodytes on the road. So even though it's not going to destroy everybody who's a menace on the road, it's still going to be enough, right? It's still going to be enough. What's the other one that I had here? I'm sorry. I just wanted to ramble. Again, remember that this is my therapy, right? I don't pay a therapist, but I do live streams 2 times a week. And that's what I consider to be my therapist, so that I don't have to pay a psychiatrist for what? To listen to my problems? What are you going to tell me? All you're going to do is you're going to reiterate what I've told you and then pretend like that's the advice you give me, right? So, oh, yeah, I've been having a problem with premature ejaculation because, I really don't know how to control my... So you've been having a problem with premature ejaculation, and I feel like that's really affecting your coitus. Yeah, that's exactly it. Oh, my God, it's like you know me. I'm onto your ways. I'm onto you, psychologists. You don't have to trick me. $100 an hour. Suck my nuts, okay? Suck my nuts. What's the other one here that I wanted to go through? The memes page on Facebook, the Magic Memes page on Facebook. I was looking at this yesterday, and fucking man, what a pile of... I think I honestly AIDS. I'm sorry, I can't. I don't want to use hyperbole, but I think the Magic Memes page on Facebook is worse than getting AIDS. I'd rather contract AIDS than have to look at this. Imagine if they told you, all right, you have to look at this page for 3 whole hours without looking away, or AIDS. I'd go for AIDS. Look at this. Let me see if I could come to this. I had to sign into my Facebook on Edge, which is another fucking another thing in itself. But let's go here. Look at that. Look at the production value. My fucking goodness. People are sleeping on this channel, right? People are sleeping on this channel. Look at that. Transitions and stingers, right? I'm progressive, right? I'm with the times, right? BLM. I'm there. And people sleep on this channel. Crazy. But these are the memes, right? If you even want to call it that. What's going on here? This is a meme, right? Look at this. So unread book is some sort of wizard. 19 likes. I feel personally attacked by that mean. M-E-N-E. What are you talking about, Phil? What does this even mean? What's going on? This isn't a meme. What? Are you available for a gig this Friday? Me, fucking whatever this Marvel fuck's name. That entirely depends on the rest of the information you're about to give me. What? 0 out of 10. 0 out of 10. That's a 0 out of 10 meme. First of all, the format. I get it, right? The format is it could potentially have humor. But what do you, oh, yeah, let's get a low-key meme in here, right? That's going to be funny. What's the bit? The bit is, oh, okay, so am I available on Friday? Well, that depends. Is it a kid's show? Then no. Right? Are you going to have me do it at the Elks for the old people? Then no. God. Let's see this one. This is the one that made me want to do this. What is this? Don't bring in your fucking fetish and make that a meme and post it and pretend like, oh, look, this is a related meme. No, it's fucking not. Every egotistical magician before heading off to a show. And it's some weird porn crossover, some furry shit with whatever that game was that all the kids used to play in middle school, right? That oh my God, no, it's real. It's real. My friend died because every fucking middle schooler has a fucking story. God, now I'm upset. Every middle schooler has a story that some character, right? Some character that is in a video game killed a cousin, right? Oh no, Five Nights at Freddy's killed my cousin. It's real. It happened. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Right. So here, what's this guy's bringing in his fetish? Every egotistical magician before heading off to a show. It's some weird furry shit. Entering Roxy Room at the beginning of the game. 5 Nights at Freddy's security breach. I'm glad that has 0 likes and 0 comments. I'm glad nobody gave this validation. Because then any bit of validation would be enough for this person to go, oh, yeah, look, it works. the meme works, right? It's a meme that's worth it. So I'm glad not even one person liked this, because even one person liking this would be enough for him to go, yeah, let me keep posting stuff like this. What the fuck? Can anybody explain this meme to me? Please, do your best. Do your best and explain this meme to me, because it's nothing. It doesn't exist. It's a fetish, right? Some guy's jerking off to Five Nights at Freddy pornography and going, man, how could I really put this on? This is really going to get me off to have other people look at this. And that's what he posted on the memes page on fucking Facebook. Top Notch says, dude, what the fuck? Are we looking at this for real? Right? Exactly. It's triggering. You look at it and you start shaking out of anger. But this is what somebody legitimately posted on a Facebook meme page for magic. God. Larry Isley says, but nobody. Okay, I already read that one. I'm sorry. They've made a meme out of you. Yeah, I know. The memes on Instagram, the meme community. I still remember being sent screenshots of their DMs, and they're like, "We gotta get this guy." I killed them, and their dumb memes, and made a video, and they got so butthurt that they sent one of them a leaker from their group. It's like, we gotta find this guy, we gotta get him, we gotta end this guy. I'm like, you can't end a meme. I'm a meme, all right? I'm in itself, in my own living, right? I'm just a walking meme. You can't kill me. You can't kill what's unkillable. What are you, crazy? You fuck? So they sent me a screenshot, and it ruined my ass. It ruined me. And I remember for a little while I was posting memes that they did, like, in their style, which is shit like this. And you couldn't tell the difference between my fake memes that are pretty much to tell you how shitty your memes are and these. You couldn't tell the difference. Let's go, Piggy. Let's go, Piggy. Is that a take on Let's Go, Brandon? Are you Let's Go Branding me right now and hoping that I say it right, much like the president did? This is triggering my inner Jethro, the ethnicity hunter. I don't even know what that means, Casey. I don't even know what that means. But this one it's just rough. It's just, what's that sound, by the way? Okay, it's my computer essentially catching fire. I'm half deaf. I don't know what happened recently that I just can't hear out of this ear anymore. And I've been pulling balls of wax out. And I'm contemplating getting that small camera and shoving it in there and removing all the excess wax. Every once in a while, I just go completely deaf. It's a good thing. I really enjoy the peace that it gives me. But it's not fun when you're ordering stuff and you go, huh? What? What's going on? And before I used to fake it and be like, oh, haha, yeah, and just lie my way through conversations. Now I ask people, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you, until I hear what it is that they said. It doesn't matter how many times I have to repeat it. I'm going to have you repeat it until I need to understand what it is that you're saying, right? So I'm not going to fake it anymore, because then you end up getting on fucking stupid things and agreeing to dumb things, whereas now, no, I like to know what it is that you're saying, and I apologize that I'm deaf, but I have to have you repeat what you're saying. What's this one? Mentalism works 100% of the time, 70% of the time. I'm looking for a book about mind reading. No. That will work one day. 36 likes. No, these were not posted. These were posted a couple days ago. Top Notch. These were posted a couple days ago. These are 2009 quality memes. And even then, they would have been blasted. Even then, you would have had a bunch of comments saying AIDS, 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 AIDS. But no, these were posted a couple days ago. God. That'll work one day. 36 likes. When you're about to hear that political correctness is ruining magic comedy, and it looks like a bunch of people, right, with what looks like to be pit vipers and different glasses, and one person that says, I don't get it. Oh, God. I'm in the height of nicotine withdrawal, and this shit is way worse. Are you one of those perpetual vapists that I keep seeing? That they're never not vaping? They got the, what's that new dip that people have that's not dip, but it's like in a little cloth bag? A friend of mine the other day, I was at his house, and he goes, hey, man, this is some shit from Russia. That it cost me $36 to get this because they don't sell this here. And it was in a tin like dip. And I've never done dip. That's disgusting. If you do dip and you dip tobacco, you should be shot, right? But these are little pouches that you put in the same places where you would dip and you get that nicotine shit. So he goes, oh, try this. And it literally has a picture of a jacked horse on the actual tin itself. And he goes, just put it under your shit. And I put it there. And I was hammered in like 5 minutes. I was trashed in 5 minutes because of this fucking weird Russian illegal, whatever the fucking thing I did or put in my lip. I forgot what the name of it is. But apparently it's popular here. Apparently it's popular. The little tins, and they come in little cloth things, and you put them, and it's like dip, but it's like Nicorette, but dip, and it's not really dip. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but that's a thing that I've recently come across. I don't understand how people do it consistently. Sounds like a gross thing to do, but then again, I smoke cigars, so what am I to say about that? Your classic pass before the lockdowns, your classic pass now. Timothy Wank. Is that the same Timothy Wank that made Misled? I hope not. Such a genius person is now subjecting himself to the worst memes in the existence of life. These aren't just bad memes on a magic scale. These are nuclearly terrible memes on a global scale. What's wrong with that? I hope not. Ricky J's final victim wore a Kevlar shirt. 41 upvotes. God, fuck. Oh, man. I can make anything disappear. Holding cup. Do it to my tea. Waves hand. Done. Holding cup. It didn't work. What? And look at that. There's even a typo in the fucking meme. I hope that's not the fucking bit. It didn't work. Oh, God. That's the fucking... Oh, God. I hate that I just fucking got wrecked in it. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. That was clever. All right, I'll give you that one. That was clever. But the rest are just fucking atrocious. God fucking damn it. I was vaping like the flames of Centralia, Pennsylvania, Piggy, and I'm paying the price severely now. But how long does the nicotine withdrawal last? I know that's similar to, not similar, but it's like the same type of thing as caffeine where you get headaches, you're craving it all the time, right? Is that what you're dealing with? Jesus. And now it's so easily available, right? You could just fucking grab one and they have the ones that look like dildos now that everybody has, that you see them on the streets. In 2021, the new cigarette butt is an entire fucking battery with a cartridge in it. That's the new cigarette butt. We used to have just the butts of the cigarettes littered all throughout the street. Now it's just that. God, what a fucking time we're living in. Let's see this one. Your smart's 14-hour gameplay. That is the result. Yeah, I guess that's what happens. Your brain just gets fried when you're playing that stupid fucking game. That one is the one that really was the one that ground my gears the most. Oh, I'm going to have a Five Nights at Freddy magic meme. What a crossover. God, the fucking... I could taste the autism. What's the other one that I had here? I guess this one is one that's kind of odd. Well, I don't know why this is here. I hate when you're on Bing, right? When you're on Edge, Microsoft Edge, they give you like news, and it's I don't know who is in charge of this, but they manage to subject you to the worst news, like the worst. It's all ads. Let me see if I could even show this without completely exposing myself here, but it's like the worst types. Like, look at this page, right? Most of them are ads. Like, this is an ad. 8 clever moves when you have $1,000 in the bank. What? What kind of fucking weird pyramid scheme are you going to get me in? What sales funnel are you going to get me down? Looking at this. These are just fucking terrible. Cruise lines forced to... What these are... Nutritionists say you should break these 4 habits. Saved by the Bell. If you're paparazzi, if you're anyone that cares about entertainment news, I think you should seek the nearest bridge and ask it for advice. Right? See if you could hear the voices of your ancestors telling you to do it and listen to them. If you're somebody that cares about entertainment news, like, oh, look at this person dating this person. Oh, wow, you're not going to believe what Rita Ora looks like in a fucking bikini. You're not going to believe what she looks like. You should consider your options, is what I'm saying. Fuck. God, and they're all ads. Look at this. Balance transfers. The Let's Go Brandon was in jest. That's great. Right. Democrats must face the reality of their Latino voter problem. What's that even mean? What's that even mean? God, what a fucking... If you're at MSN and you're the one in charge of calling the news and putting it on the page, again, seek the help of a bridge nearby. But this is one of the ones that I saw here, right? This is actually one of those that I saw here, which lets me know that journalism in 2021, this is what it looks like. And I've seen these pages constantly, right? This style of page, and it aggravates me because it's obvious what it's doing. So this is what the article looks like, right? And then you wonder, oh, where's the article? Actually, this is how the first page was. Oh, what's the article? What's the article? What is the article that I'm looking at? Is it down here? No, these are other ads. These are bullshit. You have to click on a slideshow, right? And here's the thing. Each and every single page is a different page. So that means that they're showing you different ads every time. So you have to, oh, okay, what's the number one cause of obesity? So what's the number one cause of obesity? They don't fucking tell you here. They don't tell you here. You're getting different ads. They don't tell you here. They don't tell you here. How about you guess? How about you guess? What do you think the number one cause of obesity is, right? Any logical individual will be like, oh, excess sugar, right? Not moving enough. Taking in more calories than you burn, right? All these things contribute to obesity. I'm still not there yet. So right now I've been shown nothing but ads. Nothing but ads. And then here is finally when you actually get to the fucking the meat and potatoes of the actual article. And it's every article is like this now. I don't know who is the one that discovered this format, if it's BuzzFeed, if it's one of these terrible ones. But number one cause of obesity, fat people. That's a Norm Macdonald bit, right? Let's see if we could actually do a dueling Norm here real quick. Norm Macdonald joke generator. Let's see if we could throw it back here. Norm Macdonald joke generator. Let's just throw it back. You know, throw one for old Norm. Okay, let me skip this one. That one's pretty bad. No, give me okay. Let's see. Fuck. Okay. I can prove God exists if I could just find that damn receipt from our brunch in heaven. That was bad. That was pretty bad. I apologize. The Dalai Lama said that killing in the name of religion is unthinkable. Hey, thanks, Dalai Lama. I'm sure everybody will fucking listen to you. All right, that's a good one. Okay, that's a good one. So I'll just take that out. I apologize. I just heard that, and now I had to just do one of that. Your channel was way better when it was all tricks and slights and we didn't see your face. Thank you, Dustin. Thank you for that, man. I like constructive, creative criticism. I like that, man. I appreciate that. You know, maybe I might take that in consideration on my next video. Not showing my face and just doing tricks and slights and doing it that way. But I appreciate that constructive criticism. I really wanted to say the N-word really loudly right now. I don't know why. But I think that would have gave me catharsis. But yeah, so the number one cause of obesity. Oh, fuck. Is it shift? How come this is not shifting? I'm trying to literally transition. How come it's not transitioning? Shift? Oh. I was pressing the wrong one. Okay. It's exactly what it is. Eating too much and moving too little. High amount of sugar. So you have to click on 12 pages in order to get that information. This is journalism now. And it takes nothing. This is not even each paragraph. So you wrote 7 paragraphs all to just say that sugar and not moving are the number one contributionists. contributionist is this to obesity. Thank you for that. Thank you. I definitely don't feel sold on Ford F-150 pickup trucks and nasal polyp treatment options. I hate where we're at. I hate where we're at. I do think that we need some sort of renewal, right? I do think that we need some sort of like a Thanos thing. Not to bring up Marvel again, right? The last stream I was ranting on Marvel people and people that take it way too seriously and have the T-shirts and go and they know all the lore. They know all the lore. Oh no, man, dude, that guy's an actual. He's a secret thing that because the time for and God fuck. Contributors, thank you, not R. Kelly. I like contributionists. I prefer that. You only need to be able to see PigCake's face under the Westboro Bridge. Is that a reference to a bridge near your house? Because we definitely don't have any bridges with that name. Here they're all Latin American trash. Like, oh, welcome to Escobar Bridge. All right, thank you. Let's go back here. I don't know what this spam is. Voy FYI. Okay, thank you for that, bot. Here we have some what looks like to be a foreign language. All right, a foreign language. What, a foreign language here on this patriotic channel? Are you crazy? What is that gobbledygook? We don't accept that here. You're still funny, though. Ha, 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 ha. Thank you, Dustin. I appreciate that, even though you completely shat on all the... I mean, how long have I been doing videos now showing my face? Three years now, almost. 2 years, I think. 2019, right? Or whatever the fuck. So thank you. Good to know that everything I put out since back then has been ass. It's a norm joke loser. Oh, okay. See, I hate to have a joke explained to me. I hate to have had that. But okay. Thank you for that. Speaking of norm, let's do another one here just for old time's sake. Good God. One day in the hopefully not so distant future, North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un is going to hear a loud popping sound. The sound of his head coming out of his ass. You know, I'm glad he died. I'm kind of glad he died, honestly. If that's what he left us with, I'm kind of glad that he's no longer with us. Because if that's the quality material that he gave us, it's not really, you know, not really worthwhile sticking around if that's what you gave us, right?
Bing bong.
God. Okay, I can see why this is a tanking channel. I can see why this is a dying endeavor, right? But it doesn't matter. I want to see how long it's dying. Right, and it doesn't help that it's also my full-time gig. But, you know, if it's my full-time gig and I've been dying for 5 years, I mean, I'm probably going to make it. I'm probably going to make it a while, right? It's like one of those cockroaches that you spray, and it's slow, and it doesn't matter how many times you spray it, but it's still crawling. That's me. That's me, right? And so I'm not going anywhere. I'm not dying, right? I'm on a dying boat. I'm on a sinking boat. But, no, I'm not going anywhere. Okay, so you could fucking rest assured that you're going to get terrible tutorials where I'm showing my face, all right, and making dick jokes until the day that I die. So yeah, fuck. Collab with Kim Jong-un. What just happened that it got really dark? I don't know why. Maybe a cloud hit the sun in my natural lighting, right? But let's see. Is that all? Is that all the bits that I had? I guess, yeah, I didn't want to prepare a lot for this particular stream, right? Because, I mean, yesterday was Christmas. I was, you know, hanging out with the friends, not the fam, but hanging out with the friends at various times. Would you happen to know what the hell happened to Russian Genius? I'm not sure. I know I get asked that quite often, right? Like, hey, what happened to him? You were talking to him quite often. We talked about drugs a lot, psychedelic drugs. Right, that was one, and then I mean, his channel, he hasn't done a video for years, and they were mostly rap ones. The last one that I saw that he posted on his regular channel, he had 2 channels. One that was like a vlog channel, and then the other one is like his channel, the magic one. And he was trying to do that. I don't know what happened to him. And I haven't reached out because I'm a terrible person, but I should. I should reach out and be like, hey, man, what's up, dude? Are you dead? Did you get lost in a fucking trip eating a mushroom in a forest? He would go to the forest and find mushrooms and eat them there. That's what he would do. He would pull him back. He's like, oh, I found these mushrooms and I tried them out. So I remember him doing that for a little bit and then telling me on the benefits of doing that and the benefits of consuming mushrooms, and especially in terms of magic tricks, which is what I found funny. He was telling me, oh, dude, no, it makes your magic tricks better, makes you more creative. And I know people didn't like him. Xavier didn't like him because, I don't know. I guess he taught one thing once, but I liked him. I liked him a lot. And I really didn't care, right? I really didn't care that he was teaching that because he owned it. He's like, no, fuck you, right? There's no law that I'm breaking, motherfucker. I'm not breaking anything. I'm just teaching it. Fuck, right? So I kind of commend that. Even though I would say it's wrong because, you know, morally and unfortunately I'm a magic virgin at the end of the day, and if it's somebody else's stuff, it's somebody else's stuff. But he came in from a different place. He didn't start as a magician. He started doing YouTube videos and then he came across magic. So for him, it's like he doesn't see what's the point. What's literally the point? That's not that. He's talking to Sumerian god, the language of cuneiform right now. Yes, exactly. He's just outside with shit smeared on his chest, just fucking speaking like Jabba the Hutt. We all have a little pig cake in us. I just saw your trick with that mentalist dude on the rooftop. It was dope. Not R. Kelly, Peter Turner. Right? That's back when I wasn't showing my face. And I didn't know Peter Turner. I didn't know him. I didn't know him that well. I knew of him, of course, because, you know, mentalist in the community. But I didn't know him that well. And he killed me with that trick because I didn't realize. I thought it was a window, but it ended up being a slit. And he fooled me with that. And then now I know not to give him a crumb. Not to give him a crumb. Because if you let him know that he fooled you, he's gonna fucking squeeze you by your tiny balls. PigCake showed his face. A deadly virus began to ravage our great nation. Well, I showed my face in 2019. When did COVID hit? Didn't COVID hit in... Yeah, you're right. You're right. And that February, March was when COVID was like at its... we kept getting videos shown on YouTube of like just people in China just... doing one of those. Just literally falling to the ground. I don't know if that drop was conveyed because of the angle of the camera, but just falling down. Just videos of Chinese people falling down, and you know, people saying, "Oh no, it's not. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about." And then you know, COVID. So that was great, right? And but yeah, you're right. That was 2020, and I didn't realize. You're right. Showing my face maybe was the catalyst to COVID-19. All right, who knows? Maybe that's what it was. It wasn't, you know, certain factors that may or may not have occurred. The 19 stands for 2019. It's called COVID-19. Yeah, but okay, hold up. I remember it was a direct thing after Magi Fest, which is in February of 2020. Is Daniel Madison as much of a douche as he seems to be? I'm not sure. I've only had maybe one text back and forth with Daniel Madison, and it was normal text, right? But you always hear about things in the background and shit, but not really. Any tricks you bought lately? I'm getting one that I'm getting sent by Hanson. I keep saying Chain, but I'm going to say Chen. Hanson Chen, right? I'm getting one that he made that they came out with recently by Eric Ross, produced by Hanson Chen Productions, which is some eye thing. Right, I think it's a Tic Tac thing. If I'm not mistaken, it's probably going to be like a plastic Tic Tac that you could probably stick under your eye, and it's not going to melt. I'm not comfortable with that. I'm going to try it. Right, I'm going to try that. But I think that's coming. But I haven't bought it. I mean, they're sending it to me to review, which I don't know how I'm going to review that. Yeah, it's a Tic Tac that you could put under your eye, and then you eat a real one, and then you could pretend to fucking have it come out of your eye, you know? Yeah, COVID-19 first presented itself in the fall of 2019, late 2019, right? Late 2019. And then it really manifested itself, not middle, but like, you know, early middle, I guess, 2020. That's when it was really a hard-hitting thing. I know that I see it. My timeline is when they started closing down the bars. That's when I know shit got serious. When it's like, oh, the bars are closing. All right, okay, yeah, this is a serious thing that we should take. Without any stride. But then eventually I was licking doorknobs, just out here licking doorknobs because of all the vaccines I've taken. I feel them coursing through my veins right now, all of them, each and every single one of them. I'm the Thanos of vaccinations. Asian people falling down. Isn't that New York? Yeah, that's New York. But yeah, that's the trick that I'm getting now. I know Penguin Magic sent me the cards recently. They sent me some new cards. But as far as tricks, no. I mean, that's really the only one that I'm waiting on. They also sent me that cigarette one from a while ago where you turn money into a cigarette. But that Tic Tac one, the review is going to be 5 seconds. Yeah, if you have the balls to stick a plastic Tic Tac in your eyelid, then do it. But if you don't, then don't do it. Don't buy it. But I think it's interesting because there's no method. You just have the Tic Tac here. You eat one. And then you go, look. After going, doing some coke snorts. It really manifested itself at the end of 2019 when it manifested. You fucking cunt. You know what I mean, you fuck. All right? Then how come we weren't fucking doing shit? How come it still wasn't a thing? It was a thing in March when they started actually actively closing things down, when it made its way here. All right? Until then, it was happening over there. And yeah, I know, it sounds really... I want to say what? Full of shit, full of my American shit, right? But really, when it's made its way here in March-ish, it's a weird one because the only people I've actually heard bashing Asians were African Americans. Like, I've never heard a white person bashing on Asians. Ooh, very controversial take there, Larry Isley. Very controversial take, right? Don't you remember the Stop Asian Hate movement of November, right? Was it that recent? Is your shirt insinuating Elizabeth Warren will be resurrecting Anthony Fantano's dead channel? That is the plan. If we're talking about dead channels, I think you're on one now, right? So I really can't be talking about dead channels as a dead channel, but maybe that could be that's a very specific thing to bring back, though. And let me tell you, I would love to see that collab. Elizabeth Warren x Anthony Fantano. I would definitely love to see that collab. I think that would be a fun one. Do you have a cube in a bottle? Henry Harrius. No. But magicians swear by that, man. That's one of the ones that really took off. I think it's because he's kind of hot. I'm not going to lie. Henry Harrius is kind of an attractive dude. And it's different when you see magic, like you see magic demos. And the magicians all look like fucking troglodytes. And they're trying to seem cool. And then you see Henry Harrius, a very well put together Asian attractive man, and you go, oh, that's a cool product. And then you see him do stuff and he's great. So that really took off. But I have to imagine if the method is something that you could hand out to people, right? You're putting a Rubik's Cube in a jar, you're actually handing it out. You're doing that, which is a process. And then you're giving them out. So that seems like a fucking massive endeavor to do. So, yeah, I don't know if it's something that you would definitely do on a normal basis, but I know that paying magicians do that. Craig Petty, I remember seeing pictures of him setting up dozens of them at a time. The only thing keeping Top Notch alive is being a mod on this dead-ass channel. His greatest accomplishment. Top Notch, are you going to take that from a guy who has ugly kids? And who's kept that ugly-ass kid on his profile picture all this time? Are you going to take that from him? I wouldn't. Hey, don't make me. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, you do have mod power, so you could go in there and modify him, you know? That's the thing you have the power for. As a magician, have you ever walked around talking to everyone showing tricks until you find a person with the right name to fit the tattoo of the ash you have on your arm? No, I have to say I've never found myself in that situation. I don't think I've ever found myself in that situation. That sounds like a very Matthew Furman sort of thing to do. Like you walk around to people and you go, hey, you want to see something strange? Hey, you want to see something strange? Do you remember when magicians were doing that because of David Blaine and they were copying his style and going up to people randomly without a camera crew and going, hey, can I show you something? No, I'm not going to stand in front of somebody who just approached me in New York City, who's just said, hey, I'm going to show you something. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to move away. He's going to take out his dick. Like that's what you assume he's gonna do. Like you're not gonna assume, oh, he's a street magician. He's gonna show me some magic on the street. I'm gonna see some magic. Right? No. You're gonna assume this guy's gonna take out his dinky. Right? That's what typically that would be the lead in for. If somebody goes, hey, you wanna see something? Yeah, he takes his dick out. Which is normal. It's nature. So but let's see, Cuban the thing. Do you know what's funny? What's funny, I was literally on the shitter at my grandmother's house when Pig first went live showing his face. Oh God, yeah, that was a fun one, right? That was a fun one. I liked the stream that I did. It was a ham radio one. I remember that, right? That was the first video I did, where you saw the whole thing and you kind of saw a little profile, right, on the 50K video, which I was very proud of. I like that video. But you know what? I hate to say that Gentleman Wake was right, but he was right. He was right. He said you should cut the video in half, right? Cut the video in half. And I should have. I should have cut the video in half now in hindsight. I saw it back. It was recommended a while ago. And I looked at it. I'm like, it should have been cut in half. He was right. It was a little bit too long. But I liked that. I liked the vibe. It was copying that outfield video. And I thought it was a fun one. It was definitely fun to shoot. I literally fuck bitches, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I'm a real athlete, bruh. Y'all walk up a flight of stairs and have to stop conversation because it's taking 90% of all effort available to you. That's quality. That's fucking quality. That's tremendous. I love it when people get offended. It's get. It's great. Okay, no, it's get sounds better. I like the ebonics of it's get, right? It's get. It's like when people say, go get. Ham radio. Yeah, you know what I really like? I like ham radio leaving comments on pictures that you've taken, Daniel. I really like that on Instagram. For some reason, ham radio seems to really enjoy leaving comments on pictures and videos that are on your profile. I don't know why that is. Maybe I should revoke your access to the fucking channel or revoke your access to the account because it's just, oh, wow, great pic, man. That's something ham radio would never say. That's something ham radio would never say to a picture of a duck on a water. But yeah, for some reason, it seems to comment on every single one of your pictures. I don't know why that's the case, but I need to make some changes there. It's like watching a Floyd concert with all the people, with all the video going on in the back. Awesome. Well, unfortunately, Floyd never had a chance to to have a concert. It's a reference to events that took place last year. I had to explain the joke there because, I don't know, I feel like I had to. Guys, if you haven't seen videos of That Is the Plan, they're very funny. You should really check out the re-uploads. Daniel takes professional quality pictures, bro. God fucking damn it. You look at the picture and it's like, ham radio, dude, good pic, man, fire. Great pic, man. Whoa, dude, yeah. It's like, God. Is that really what the ham radio Instagram has been subjected to? Another account. And I realized girls do that too. Every single girl that I know, without fail, has literally 4 or 5 Instagrams. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. Obviously, you have one, right? I have the profesh one. I have a personal one, right? That's, restricted and blocked. But then I have this one, right? And that's my main one. But I don't hide it. All these girls have 4 or 5 accounts that they use to stalk people. And I didn't know that was a thing. Because I figure, okay, let's say you're stalking somebody with a private account. You're going to have to request them. And they just accept you willy-nilly? But every single female that I know, 4 or 5 accounts, guaranteed. Minimum 3 accounts that they have on Instagram, not including their own personal ones. What? What's the thing, man? The photo ham radio took of you for your new Instagram profile pic is fire. Oh, is that where? Okay, I was wondering. We're wondering. Why? Yeah, it's called marketing. It's called Miami marketing. Fake it to make it, right? And then you realize, wow, these are all the same person. These are all the same. I was wondering why that picture was so high quality. I thought whoever stole that picture stole it from my WhatsApp. But no, it seems like maybe you pulled it from one of those, download Instagram profile pic things, right? Maybe that's where it was from, which is why it was such high quality. We're trying to figure that out. But love it. Yeah, I love that anything. I'm glad. I'm glad at the attempts at my personal account. I'm glad at the insinuations of knowledge of Piggy outside of the Piggy life. It's great. It's tremendous. Good to know. Good to know. And it's great to know the quality of people that really exploit that information. It's wonderful, right? It's not just ha ha ha. Hey, here's. It's you guys. Great. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Gotta go, Piggy. Arrivederci. Sweet stream. Thank you, man. Well, I think let's see. Is that it? I feel like we've covered everything, unless there's a comment that I skipped here that was of good quality, right? And not just, oh man, your videos were better before. I'm sorry, Dustin. I don't want to clown on you too much, but I agree. Yeah, my videos were probably better before. And you know what? I didn't realize. I was looking at the Christmas video that I put, right? The one with the rhyme. That was fucking great. That was great. And I like that my Santa outfit was paper towels wrapped around my my wrist, essentially. Paper towels wrapped around my wrist, which made it like a little cuff that looked like a Santa outfit. It was funny. But I put a post on that recently. Expensive for a trick. Is that how it's done? That Rubik's Cube in a jar? Is that how it's done? You have to put a Rubik's Cube in a jar piece by piece? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but that seems like quite a fucking trip. PigCake, the perpetual slight trance of annoyance across your countenance. I'm sorry I have to fucking struggle to read that, but I'm old as and fucking that. Let me increase the font on this. Okay. PigCake, the perpetual slight trance of annoyance across your countenance is the only thing keeping me sane right now. Please don't leave the people. We are the people. We will rise. Okay. That sounds like some sort of weird, like, incel thing to say. But you know what? I'm with that. I agree. Involuntary celibacy for the win, right? There's something to it. People don't think there's something to it, but I think there's something to inceldom, right? Especially when you see all these women getting away with things because of how they look. God, that might be the most incel thing I've ever said. Top Notch is the hottest incel I've ever seen, right? Okay. Wet poultry. I hate that. I mean, maybe if I put a little bit of effort, I could probably find information, right, about sweat poultry. Maybe if I happen to look a little bit. But I choose not to, man. I choose not to. I'm glad that it's the opposite. Out here stalking, slithering like a snake, looking through all my information. Like, oh, hey, look at this. Look at this. Oh, look at the clean police records. Look, there's absolutely nothing negative to the name. Oh, I found one embarrassing picture of you from high school. Right. Oh, wow. Got me. Unbelievable. I don't know how I'm ever going to recover from that one. Fuck. I think that's it. I think that's the it says call me. Let me call Ham Radio right now and see what has to happen here. So I'm going to call Ham Radio and I'm going to do the getaway. Right, which is this way. Hopefully, if I do it this way, you could hear it, right? I don't want to put his number there, even though I'm sure it's public.
Just fixing his shit. What's up, hold on. ¿Qué pasó, man?
Look at that. I call. I'm streaming. I'm streaming.
Who's streaming?
I'm streaming.
Like right now?
Yes.
Am I live right now, bro?
Yes. I don't know if they could hear you.
God, can I tell all my fans that thank you for an excellent 2021. It was because of me that Piggy got a -3 followers, and I'm very proud of that, bro.
Could you explain why it is that every time you post a picture, there's 20 accounts that are related to things that you do that say great pic?
Listen, it's not me, Piggy. It's the community reaching out to me and saying, "Damn, Daniel, you're almost like a professional," and I say, "Hey, I am."
Yeah, wow, I didn't know that, man. That's crazy, and what a coincidence that they're all accounts of things that you've done, right? Like Ham Radio. There's a couple real estates. It's wild.
Bro, listen, it's not. We hire we actually hired interns to run all of our businesses, Piggy. And that's what you failed to mention, dog. They just do it for us because out of their world, they're like, yo, this guy's legit, bro.
Yeah, I still remember when you're like, oh, dude, we need to open up an LLC for ham radio, man. I imagine we're gonna need to. No, we don't. I don't think we. I don't think
Well, that was kind of screwed our plans up.
I don't think that that ham radio qualifies for food stamps. I think that they're so low that it doesn't even qualify. The LLC doesn't even qualify for this Building Back Better plan.
It's like, what do you do that you need to open an LLC? Oh, we have a very famous podcast called hamradio.show. They do a quick search, like, no.
Yeah, it's worth dozens of dollars, literally. If you look at the money we've made from streaming, I think it's actually still there. It's like $50.
Actually, we have a ton of money we haven't claimed, by the way.
What are you talking about?
We have a ton of money. We have on the podcast. We have some stuff on the YouTube that we never figured out.
Okay.
We're pretty rich, bro.
Yeah.
Thousands of dollars rich, bro.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, if our favorite president Brandon puts out that new law, all those $70 that we're about to make is gonna get taxed hard.
Yeah, careful. Somebody might post a picture from one of your fucking real estate accounts on Instagram if you keep talking like that.
Let's go, Brandon.
Yeah, if you say stuff like that, somebody's going to scour through your Facebook and go, hey, look, let's post this one up.
I'm not that famous, Biggie. I don't have 53.2.
Oh, yeah. Hey, but more importantly, I think that's a stream. Right? I think that's... I'll offer you 52. Yeah, I'm sure that's what it's worth, right? I'm sure it's actually worth way less than that. But that's a stream. Thank you guys for watching, as usual, right? I'll be back maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday, because, I mean, it's that weird end of the year vibe. I'm sure it's probably going to be Trash City, Hammer Town for the next week, but you'll get a stream maybe Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know if it's even worth it to press the notification button. I know how many people, hey, dude, I have all the notification buttons and all the things set, and yeah, I don't get your things. I'm like, all right, yeah, I know. But it doesn't hurt to do. I've been watching Pawn Stars. What's your take on the magicians? They bring into value stuff. They're trying to get attention, all right? They're trying to get TV time. That's pretty much what they're doing there. Because what would you just sell it on an auction? You'd have some virgin buy it for a lot of money. Rick from Pawn Stars isn't really going to give it as much valuation as Jonathan from the Elks, But that's a stream, man. I guess, I don't know how to end this. Warren has a plan, right? Trust Warren. If she runs in 2024, you know who has my vote? You know who has my vote? Elizabeth Warren has my vote, right? So make sure that she has your vote as well.